looks like a beautiful day there out at Whataburger Field, and it is here in Corpus Christi right now. Some blue sky overlooking the marina and out towards the Gulf of Mexico here. A pretty nice warm Thursday for you here. Current temperature 95 degrees, and yes, no surprise, feels like the triple digits, feeling like 101 right now because of the humidity added in from those east-southeast winds at 8 miles per hour. So that's going to be the story going through the next days. And some of this heat has triggered storms, combining with the moisture in the atmosphere for portions of our western areas. If you're going through Beeville, George West, you've got a couple of those showers coming through. Remember, if you catch cool cloud formations off in the distance, you can always share them with us on our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers Facebook group. But the good news here is that these storms aren't severe. They're just kind of moving through quickly, dropping a little bit of rain. Not going to hurt us here. But if you're tired of the rain, you've been seeing these out in our western areas for a while, we're going to have some drier weather coming on through in the forecast, courtesy of what's going on in the tropics. We'll talk about that here in a moment. But current situation is some clouds on visible satellites. So if you're getting the rain, you're getting it. But if you're near the coastline, you're staying nice and dry and seeing blue skies. It's a totally different weather story here along the coast. So the temperatures is just about the only thing we all have in common. Very warm at this hour. Most of us still in the 90s, except up in Beeville, reporting 84 degrees right now, which makes sense. They just had some showers to come through, and that's the benefit there, cooling us down, so not all bad, and all things considered. Winds coming in from the east, those will continue to be the case until we start to see a little bit of an influence coming in from what's happening in the Gulf. We'll have a northeasterly wind, and by the end of this weekend, we'll actually get a north wind, which will keep things pretty dry. So everybody's talking about it. Let's get into the tropics. What's going on? We now have potential tropical cyclone 3. The hurricane hunter's been flying through there today to get some more information. Potential tropical cyclone means that Invest 92L isn't quite a textbook tropical cyclone, a depression or storm, but it's going to have impacts within the next 36 hours, so they need to issue some advisories. So they sent the hunters out there to get that information, and now we could see our next name storm. If that happens, the next name on the list would be Claudette. This isn't expected to be a very powerful system, but you don't want to discount anything going on in the tropics. We look at the upper level winds kind of as a guide for where this thing could go, steering elements. So as that low pressure begins to move on north into the Gulf of Mexico, looks like that's going to take it into the Louisiana coastline as we head on into Saturday. Again, not going to directly impact us, but could actually give us a little bit of drier weather. We tend to be on the drier side of storms here. May see a few passing showers south to us in Brownsville, but it looks like we're going to stay generally north. This model is being a little ambitious about some of the rain, but it looks like we'll stay on the drier side of things going on into the end of the week. The only thing we'll have to worry about is out on the coastline. Could be some trouble with rough surf, and a moderate risk of rip currents is in the forecast for Friday, getting worse for Saturday morning, where we could see seas anywhere from 4 to 7 feet. So we're going to keep that in mind for the forecast, but the heat, that's not going anywhere. It's going to stay very hot this weekend. 95 on Saturday, 96 on Sunday. Make sure y'all have plans to stay in the AC.